Hi everybody. Today I want to walk you through how to do one of these diagrams for a categorical syllogism with an only statement in it. Let's take a look at number 8. That'll do for our purposes. Only wars are great evils. Some wars are ordained by God. Hence, at least one great evil, is ordained by God. Let's go there. Now the problem that some people have in diagramming this is that they don't realize that only wars are great evils is a universal statement. But it is. What it tells you, if you look at it, is it tells you that if there's anything that's not a war, then it's also not a great evil. Or, to put it the other way around, every great evil is also a war. Now, how do we mark that? How do we diagram that? Well, we have to shade something. And in order to do that, we have to show where wars and great evils overlap. And we want to say that there aren't any great evils that are not wars. Shading means there's nothing there. So we've got these two sections here and here. And we shade this one. And we shade this one. And that says that only wars are great evils. Now the second premise is that some wars are ordained by God. Since it's a sum premise, that means we need to put an X somewhere. In particular, we need to put an X where things ordained by God overlaps with wars. But there's two sections here. And our premise doesn't tell us which of these two sections the X should go in. Since we don't know, we should put the X on the line, because putting it on the line means it could be in either of them, maybe in both of them, but you don't know. Let's go here, hit the button for particular, and try to put an X on the line. Now, if we've done this right, that completes the diagram. There's nothing else to do to diagram it. What we have to do now is we check our work. We hit the button to check it and see what it tells us. And it tells us that we got the diagram right. Now, can you tell whether it's valid or not? If it is valid, then we should already have diagrammed the conclusion. The conclusion is that at least one great evil is ordained by God. Now, is that already there in the diagram? And the answer is, well, no, it's not already there. There's an X, at least one, that's some. There's an X, but it's on the line between great evils and things ordained by God. It doesn't tell you that it's definitely on the side of great evils. And there's nothing in the diagram to indicate that. In order for it to be valid, you would need something that is ordained by God and definitely inside the great evil. And you don't have that. So that means that the argument must be invalid. And we hit that button, and what do we see? We see that Logic Tutor agrees. We have correctly answered that the argument is invalid.